Hello guys, welcome to another review of the Governator. Of Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Terminator. Wow. So this is a review of the Terminator, who was portrayed by Mr. Governator Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is from, as far as I know, from Mcfarlane Figures. So now that you've heard the word Mcfarlane, you know that this is more of a staction figure than an action figure. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into some detailed shots. So first of all, I'll just take out the gun that he's holding, because it's kind of gonna bother the close-ups. Okay, let me unmount him from his base also, which I doubt he will stand without it. Okay, yep, never mind. Let's mount him back to the base. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So we have the very nice head sculpt, very blank and doesn't have much of an emotion, which is great because that's pretty much what the Terminator was. This is from the Terminator 3, by the way. Line. So then, as you can see, nice detail on the jacket. It is a soft rubber, so it is movable down into his chest, into his muscular chest. I hope this doesn't sound very homosexual. And you can see his whole body sculpt and all that is very nice right here, and with the shirt being kind of ripple effect and all that. So back into the jacket, as you can see, there's bullet holes on the sides, so that's pretty cool, and all over the jacket pretty much. Then the entire jacket is quite detailed. Then if we go into his sleeves and his gloves, same thing, very good detail. There's that arm. Okay, then we have the belt. We're going down to his feet. As you can see on his left thigh there, he has 2 bullet holes, so very cool. We'll work our way down. You can see it does a really good job of creating kind of like the pants being kind of folded over in effect, so it's very nice. Then into his boots that are also very detailed. And then if we take a look at his base, as you can see, it's pretty much kind of rocks all over the place and kind of a piece of a highway right here or something, or like tracks or some sort. So that's that. It's very nice, as you can see. I hope you can tell. And I gotta stop using the words "as you can see" because I do that way too much. So he also brings several accessories. Now, the accessory that is very cool, and I like it a lot, is this shotgun right here. That's a very cool accessory. As you can see, it has a little kind of strap on it, and the metal holdings right there, metal loops that hold it in place. So it's very nice. So you can do a lot of things. You could have it hanging from his, like on his side right here. You can, I don't know if you could push it all the way over. Yeah, you could have it hanging like so on the side of his body, so it's like that on his back. Oh yeah, his back is also, sorry, I forgot to show his back. His back is quite detailed also. Pretty much the same kind of design going through the whole body, of kind of dirtied up, kind of battle damaged already, as if he's been shot at, Terminator. So yeah, this is a very cool accessory. Unfortunately you cannot cock it, so but other than that, it's very nicely painted and very nicely sculpted, and he can hold it very well in either hand. Then he also comes with another accessory that unfortunately mine broke because well, I'll explain to you, is because I find that it's just a tiny little bit too fragile, and I wish that they would have done more like attention to do kind of, let's say, articulation as much as they put into this gun, into the actual figure. So mine kind of broke, which is kind of basically what this gun is. As far as I know, it's kind of like a grenade launcher kind of thing. So there it is. So as you can see here, there's a missing piece, which is the scope. So that's where that would be, because it kind of feels really fragile and very light. So that's that. And they went as far as, you see right here, there's a little clip that holds this in place. So there, and then you can pull that clip back but the clip is very fragile. Doesn't, like, it's very wobbly, as you can see, and you can lose it very easily. And then you open it up, and they made the little like holding can or cell or whatever, I don't know what it's called. And then there's actual bullets for it that do come out. And as you can see, I already lost one because, I mean, some of them are a little too loose in there, so as soon as you flip it over, they will fly out, and some of them are really stuck in there. So I mean, they put a lot of attention into this gun and all, which I appreciate, but I just think that it's a little bit, just a tiny little bit too fragile for my liking. But there, it's still a very nicely done gun, and it could use a little bit of paint detail, but at least it has the sculpted detail there that you can kind of paint up yourself. So there, it's still a very nice gun, and I still like it. It's just that it's a tiny little bit too fragile. Now, the worst issue with this figure, as I said, the detail is great, and most of the accessories are good, well, good to great, let's put it that way. But the kind of the bad thing about this figure is, of course, the articulation. But that's something you have to expect if you're buying a Mcfarlane figure, as I hope most of you know. So his articulation is limited, and what he does have, some of it is completely unusable, and like you can't really, it's ineffective. So he has a 360 joint in his left arm, as well as in his right arm. So that's cool. There's no out and in and out kind of like motion. Then he has this joint right here that's a bit awkward, because I mean, it's fine if it's up to this movement, but as soon as you start moving it this much, I mean, this is not a normal motion, and the more you move it, it's completely useless to keep moving it all the way there. It's not very effective or useful motion. And wait, I'll get to the torso. He has a ball, not a ball joint, sorry, a swivel at the head, which allows him to look to the sides, which is good because it allows you to do kind of like, if you pull up the gun right here, then you can kind of make him look that way. So if you have him holding his shotgun in this hand, as if he's about to blow somebody up. And yeah, I mean, it looks good, but yeah, I mean, I wish there'd be a little more, but what can you do? It's Mcfarlane. And then there's a 360 in the waist, and that is it. That is where his articulation ends. So in total we have 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation, and that's why I said it's more of a staction figure, where it's a lot more like kind of, it doesn't move a lot, and it doesn't have a lot of motion that you would expect from action figures. But it's still a very, very nicely detailed figure, and I definitely recommend you guys to pick it up. Now, I just wanted to ask you a question. As I said in some of the videos, if I come up with a question, then I'll ask you a question. So for this video, the question is, what is your favorite Terminator movie? Comment below, which will also let me know if you guys actually watch the videos to the end, because it seems like a lot of people did not comment on my other questions of the day or whatever. But this is pretty much it. It's a great figure, worth the pickup, and I'll catch you guys next time. See you later.